everyone, I am Coastal Alien, and welcome back to my corner of the galaxy. Today, I will be starting my playthrough of the Watchtower creation, created by kinggath-creations. This creation adds quite a bit to the game, both gameplay and storyline content, and even new, functionality or mechanics to the game. Some new stuff that you can do. So it adds a new storyline where you deal with a new faction. And I believe it's a storyline where you have a string of missions, similar to how the UC Vanguard and Freestar Rangers is structured, I think, where you play through several missions and an actual story. They even have it set up to where if you go through the Unity, you have other dialogue and experiences and options that arise, which is pretty cool. So on my current save, I've already gone through the Unity a couple times, so we'll see what that's like. Probably the biggest thing that I'm really looking forward to is building your fleet. So apparently you can build a fleet, I guess, with all the ships that you already own and many others that you get. That's something I've really been wanting to do since Starfield first came out, and it looks like this creation will let us do that, which is pretty cool. So you can also, this will also give you something called Skydrops, where it's kind of like it's kind of like an orbital strike kind of thing, where your ships will actually be able to aid you when you're on a planet and you're in battle. They add another star station to the game that you can improve and upgrade over time. I'm also really excited about that. I love player homes. Whether it's Starfield or the Elder Scrolls, I absolutely love player homes. There's new equipment, probably new weapons, I imagine, maybe. So I know there are cyber amps that you can use. I imagine there's other stuff that you can use too. So the new mechanics that they add to the game. So it looks like it's pretty easy to start. You just go to travel between systems that are level 15 and higher, and you'll eventually have the quest start for you. So that's pretty easy. So if you're interested in downloading this creation, first, before you download it, let's see. Go to Bethesda Game Studios, and it looks like they've added a new bundle feature where some creations get bundled, and you can get several creations together at once for a discounted price. And the Kinggath Spotlight bundle gives you that. It gives you the Watchtower creation and the McLaren's Outfitters creation. So I don't have either of those yet. You buy them separately, you're spending 1,300 creation credits. You buy the bundle, you're spending a little bit less, 1,170. So that's it's a nice little save. So there are some other bundles to look at, but yep, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll get this bundle so I can just get both creations. So it looks like Kinggath creates pretty good quality content. So I'll go ahead and get both of those while I'm here. Alright, I have downloaded the creation. So Watchtower was a pretty big creation. It was a little over 2 gigs to download. My clearance outfitters, I think it was like 500 something megabytes. So I am on Eridani II. This is a level 20 system, so I'm at my outpost. It's actually the island outpost. I have another video showing you guys how to find an island to build your outpost on if you want. But yeah, I'm gonna fly into space, and then the mod creation says that you have to go between systems that are at least level 15. So I'm gonna fly into space and then just go somewhere and see if anybody shows up. So when you see my island and you see my ship, you'll probably notice a few creations. I'll be sure to put those in the description. I ain't done nothing. You don't submit to anybody. Except for maybe May, but yeah, not you. Who are you? You have no authority over me. It doesn't matter who you are. Only May can say that. We fighting. What is this, Call of Duty? Oh. I just put the ship together not long ago. It's still like a maze. I still don't know my way around. Yeah, this is Call of Duty.
Engines have been restored, Captain. We have our grav drive back. We need to use it. Functionality restored to the shields. Captain, weapon systems are back online. Weapon repairs complete.
I don't know if I should still try to find these guys, and I probably should. I don't know if I should try to find these guys and take them out, or try to run. Yeah, I don't remember where my ladders are. Yeah, guys, if you're shipbuilding, be sure to know your ship before you do anything, or try to not make it like a maze. Oh, here's the ladder. Basically where I started. Alright, you guys hold tight while I get there. Yeah. If I wanted to play Call of Duty, I would play Call of Duty.
I launched the comm beacon. By the time we arrive at Outpost Station, they should be prepped for containment. Although, should I have told them to take extra precautions? I've never heard of a detainee needing 2 neural blasts.
Yeah, it doesn't feel so good, does it?
Huh. Hair's a little shorter, I think. I don't know, hard to tell. But I'm fairly sure you're you. And it looks like I found you not a moment too late. Pins and needles all over, am I right? Yeah. Nasty thing, that beam of theirs. First blast disables your ship, second disables anyone on board.
Pretty sure I was flashed like 3 times. Huh.
Ah, yeah, you're welcome. I think. Huh, that was almost coherent. You should be knee-deep in drool, barely able to remember which shoe goes on which foot. I'm actually impressed.
That sounds like a
you'll
nice
have to give it a little
weekend.
more time before you can actually talk again and be able to move more than just your head.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. You don't say. Well, I'd love to continue this enthralling dialogue we've got going on, catch up on old times, but clock's ticking, so listen carefully. These guys who attacked you, it wasn't by accident. And if I hadn't intervened, you'd be on your way to a max security prison right now. These guys, they will come for you again, and right now there's precious little you could do to stop them. Listen, there'll be enemy reinforcements here at any moment, so I'm gonna use my ship to lure them away. Give them something else to chase for a while. Once you can walk again, come find me at these coordinates. I'll do everything I can to keep you safe. You have my word on that. Now, let's get you out of this, and back to your ship.
Yeah, you. Port in a storm. Meet the mysterious individual at Stardock. Okay, let's undock. Get away from here. Actually, should I like port again and I don't. Can I? No, they probably wouldn't have let me in. Kind of feeling like I should have tried going back into this ship if I could. And I'm gonna take all of that. I feel like I probably should have tried getting back into the ship and see if there's anything I could take. But they probably disabled getting back in. Let me turn everything back up. So I think some of my other creations might be messing around with my ship view a little bit. Alright. Looks like I'm still in orbit around Eridani. I need to go to Piazzi. By the way, as much as I like building ships, I admit I'm not super good at it, so you guys are free to throw some shade or make fun of my ship if you want. That's cool.
Permission to dock has been confirmed. Maintain standard docking procedure.
Yay! Now, this is probably the space station that you get.
Docking complete. It's so satisfying seeing the hatches line up.
Let's board. Ew. 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 Yeah, we gotta clean this place up.
Hello. May I be of assistance?
What do you do here?
I assist in docking, cargo, and ship maintenance. I am Habs.
Nice to meet you, Babs. Some guy told me to meet him here.
Designation, some guy, unknown. All current station residents located in recreation area.
Okay, that was helpful. Beer. Proudly serving beer. I'll talk to my some guy in a minute. I'm just looking around the station a little bit. Anybody in here? Is there something in there? No. Bet this place will look really cool when you clean it up and get the upgrades and all that. By the way, for future reference, whenever I do these playthroughs, I guess not so much the reviews, but doing like the playthroughs or the Let's Plays, if you guys like my commentary, I'll keep doing it. If you'd rather I not babble on as much and just stay more quiet, just let me know and I'll see if I can implement that too. Whichever you guys prefer, just let me know.
Ah, and there he is.
Yeah.
Welcome to Stardock Alpha, my current home away from home. Glad you found your way here.
Nice station you have here.
Oh, thanks, although it's not really mine. I'll introduce you to the owner later. But for now,
It's
I
mine
imagine you have a
now.
lot of questions, and I do have answers for you. But first, we need to talk about the people who attacked you.
Yes, please. I felt like I was playing Call of Duty again. Fine, I'm listening. Tell me what I need to know.
The group that attacked you, they're called Watchtower. Not surprised if you've never heard of them. To say they're clandestine would be an understatement. From what I've gathered, it seems they've made it their life's work to hunt down and confine individuals they consider dangerous. Individuals like you. And me.
What did I do? Why do they consider me dangerous?
Why indeed? What makes you so special? What sets you apart from almost everyone else in the universe? I mean, there's gotta be something. Otherwise, Watchtower wouldn't have taken an interest.
What more can you tell me about Watchtower?
What can you say about a secretive galaxy-wide organization? I don't know. I can offer some information, but a lot of this will be conjecture. Given how well they hide themselves, I think it stands to reason Watchtower has infiltrated the major governments. Maybe the larger corporations, too. And their technology, I don't know if they created it themselves, but what they have is cutting edge and dangerous. Oh, and the most important thing. If Watchtower gets their hands on someone, chances are you'll never see that person again.
They're hunting you too?
They sure are. I've had more than a few run-ins with good old Watchtower. Most encounters have not gone well. I think I first got their attention after I dealt with a particularly nasty group of pirates. Since then, I've done my best to keep my head down, but it doesn't matter. Sooner or later, they always seem to catch up to you.
Maybe I do know why Watchtower's interested in me.
Don't keep me in suspense. Let's hear it.
I have abilities, things no normal human can do.
Well, I suppose that answers that. These abilities of yours. I'd be interested in learning more about them, but that's something we can talk about later.
Nah, dude, if I was you, I'd be asking about that, like, right now. I'd be like, show me something. Unless it's, like, weird stuff, then maybe don't show me, but otherwise, just show me. It's Watchtower, huh? Good to have a name for them.
I'm glad you think so. But unfortunately for now, that's where the good news ends. Let me explain. When Watchtower came for you, I'm sure their method of capture didn't escape your notice. For people like us, Watchtower like to employ a particular device, a kind of energy weapon. The first blast disables your ship, the second disables you. Or at least, it's meant to. But you took that second burst and just kept on going, didn't you? Took a third to bring you down. Maybe now you're starting to get a picture on why Watchtower might be scared of you, huh?
Damn right. If they're so scared of me, then they should just stay away.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? But scared or not, they know if they hit you enough times, even the most hardy succumb to their weapon. Now, I'm a little sparse on the details, but I do know they call this weapon the Synapse Disruptor, which seems an apt name if you ask me. Oh, and here's the worst part. There's no foolproof counter to the Disruptor. None at all. Believe me, I've looked. I've tried. There's nothing.
You must have some way to counter it. Otherwise, why ask me to come here?
Huh, that was a bit doom and gloom of me, wasn't it? Alright. Let me backtrack and rephrase things. There is no technological counter to this weapon. No magic shields or special kind of hull plating. But this brings me to why I made contact. I have devised a strategy that would keep you and me safe from Watchtower's impromptu abductions. But the catch is, it's not something I can do alone. And it's gonna take effort. I'm gonna need your help on this. And you're gonna need mine.
How did Watchtower find me anyway?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. Kinda wish I knew myself, because however they found you, it's likely the same way they keep finding me. All I know is that you'll be minding your own business, then without warning, in jump a whole bunch of Watchtower ships. And they're not aiming to kill you, they're trying to capture you. And believe me, you do not want to be captured by them.
Why? Do they do weird stuff? Hold on, how did you find me?
Well, that one I can answer. You see, I was already on the lookout for you. I knew Watchtower would be searching for you, and I also knew they'd probably find you before I did. So I kept an eye on Watchtower comm lines, waited to see if any patrols reported spotting you, or worse, capturing you. Which they did, and since they launched a comm beacon, I was able to intercept that, and then follow its trail back to where you were, just in time to save your ass. Which, by the way, you are most welcome for.
Yeah, thank you. My ass most certainly appreciates it. But how did you know Watchtower were looking for me?
Huh. That's a fair question. I'm trying to think of how to answer without worrying you too much. Okay, a while back, I got my hands on a Watchtower database. Your name showed up a lot. Most of the information was encrypted, but there seemed to be a lot of it. I couldn't tell you why, but Watchtower has been keeping tabs on you for some time.
They don't know everything I've been doing, do they? Anything you can tell me about the synapse disruptor?
Huh. I mean, I'm no expert, but it does seem like an incredibly sophisticated weapon. Definitely more powerful than a common variety stunner. Never ran across anything like it. Say what you like about Watchtower, but they've got some damn fancy tech at their disposal. As best as I can tell, the disruptor can't knock you out if your ship still has power, which is likely why its first shot disables your ship's systems.
What happens if Watchtower captures me?
Oh man, you do not want to know. Well, actually, you do. I mean, you did just ask. Okay, how do I say this? Everyone has potential, though most never quite reach it. If Watchtower captures you, it's not just your freedom they take. They steal from you your full potential. I think you know what I'm talking about. I can see it in your eyes. There's something about you. You're at the start of a great journey. Watchtower would take that away from you. That's why you need to avoid them.
All right. Tell me about this strategy of yours.
It's fairly simple, really. Maybe you already noticed, but Watchtower's disruptor. It takes a while to charge between bursts. And as long as your ship has power, it needs to hit you at least twice in order to incapacitate. Now, if you're flying about all by your lonesome, it's not too difficult for Watchtower to blast you as many times as they need. But what if you weren't by yourself? What if you had the support of other ships?
I'm listening.
In a nutshell, here's my strategy. You don't fly alone anymore. Instead, you get some buddies. You get more ships. You get a fleet. Then, even if Watchtower track you down and get a shot in with their disruptor, with other ships there to cover you, they'd never get a second hit, giving you time to recover, get back in the fight, and avoid capture. Think about it. It makes sense, right?
Imagine telling him that. Yeah, okay, thanks, man. I don't need you anymore. Okay, that's a fairly good plan. I can see that working.
Okay, good. I'm happy you're on board with this fleet idea. You know that the first time that we... Oh, right. Yeah, we've not really been introduced yet, have we? Let's rectify that. My name's Torin. Just Torin. I guess you could say I'm a traveler. Yeah, I travel the stars, here and there, and sometimes back again. And it's likely during those travels I got the attention of Watchtower. And I've been trying to shake him off ever since.
Okay, here's some of the Starborn stuff if you've gone through the Unity, so I'll go with those options when I see them. You travel the stars, huh? I can relate.
Why does that not surprise me? You know, I once heard it said that travel broadens the mind. I think we might both agree there's some truth to that.
Good to know you, Torin. I'm Alex. I appreciate you helping me.
I think nothing of it. Just doing what's right.
You better
Okay,
love
then.
it.
If we're going to make this fleet idea work, it's about time we get a move on before Watchtower catches us with our pants down.
Yeah, I'm hoping they didn't already do that when they were flashing me. I don't want to be captured by Watchtower. Pants down or up.
You and me both. Here's how we're going to pull this fleet thing off. First, we need some hardware. Equipment, especially designed to handle this sort of thing. Had a pal look into it, and he figured out what we'll need. A Model 2 fleet sync control node. And he knows where we can find one, too. But the problem is, control node's not easily accessible. It's stored away in an old facility with no simple way in. But I got a solution for that. Here, catch.
What's this? Some sort of grenade?
That is our solution. You ever hear about the orbital drops the UC and Freestar Collective did during the Colony War? Basically, troops planetside would toss down a flare, like the one I just gave you. It would mark a spot, and then depending on what the flare signaled, ships in orbit would fire down whatever was requested. Emergency backup, supplies, or sometimes just a good old airstrike. Or orbit strike, I guess. They called them Skydrops. Very versatile, very useful, and now very illegal. Forbidden by the Armistice. At least, for the military. But we're not military. I got a Skydrop system rigged up to my ship, and that's what we're going to use to get into that facility and grab the hardware we need.
Tell me more about Skydrops. How do they work?
The thinking behind them was, when you're in the heat of battle, you never know what you might need, or when you might need it. So, if you found yourself in some trouble, just hit some buttons on a flare, toss it down, and a few seconds later, whatever you needed, there it is. Although, no system is perfect. Skydrop has its drawbacks. First, being you need at least one manned ship in orbit with a Skydrop system installed. Second, that ship needs to be loaded with whatever it is you require. Ship can't drop what it doesn't have. And lastly, Skydrop is a bulky system. Usually you need a large ship to accommodate it. However, I've discovered some workarounds for that issue.
Do we really need some special hardware to create a fleet?
Well, no, not technically. However, it's one thing to have other ships just follow you around, but we need more than that. We need coordination. If Watchtower disables your ship, the fleet needs to notice this and react straight away to protect you. That's the whole point of this. And tell me, have you ever actually tried to coordinate multiple vessels in the middle of battle all at the same time? It's not easy, trust me. That's why we need this control node. Otherwise, none of this is going to work.
How does Skydrop get us into the facility?
Ah, come on, I don't want to ruin the surprise. That's half the fun. Before revealing the specifics, I'll let your imagination run wild just a little while longer.
I'm ready. Let's get this fleet hardware.
That's what I like to hear. Time to get moving. Jump in your ship and meet me outside. Hail me when you're ready, and we'll plot a course. I'm glad we're doing this. You and me. We'll show Watchtower they picked the wrong people to mess with. This time.
Where you been?
I'm sure they're sad to see you go.
Hey, buddy, where are we
We're
going?
gonna be jumping to Eridani III in the Eridani system. Once we're there, we can get things started. You good to go?
Oh, that's a really convenient commute. I literally live on Eridani 2. Is it really Eridani? I've been saying Eridani this entire time. Eridani. Once we arrive at Eridani 3, what's the plan?
We'll do a quick scan of the planet, find the facility with the fleet control node, make our way inside, grab the loot, and get out of there.
Understood. I'll set course now.
Okay then. Power up your grav drive and take point. I'll be right behind you.
Eridani 3. Oops.
Another successful jump. No distance is
And
too
here we
far
are
for you,
at
Captain.
sunny Eridani 3. Alright, power up your scanners and do a sweep of the planet. See if we can find our facility.
On it. I guess it's the abandoned cryo lab. I'll
Receiving your telemetry.
hail him first.
There it is. I see our facility, near one of the poles. Huh. Gren wasn't kidding. Most of it's buried under ice. Won't be easy to get inside. But no problem. That's why we've got Skydrop. All we need to do is... Hey, I'm detecting incoming ships. They're small. Look like drones. Watchtower drones, damn! They probably detected our scan. We'll have to deal with them before we can head to the planet's surface. Don't worry, these things aren't big enough to carry disruptors. Still, they can do some damage, so let's take them out as fast as we can.
Bring it.
I'll show you.
Their grav drive is crippled. They're not escaping. They lost shield. Lift up now. Target's grav drive has been knocked offline.
Oh, I ain't letting these guys get away. Payback time.
Enemy's grav drive has been disabled.
I might need to downsize my ship.
Glad it was just drones. Okay then.
Make that a little
Let's get back
easier.
to the plan. I'll need to stay in orbit in order to use Skydrop. You'll need to land and find the exterior of the facility. Once you're there, I'll provide further instructions.
Any more information on Eridani 3?
Well, that much. Atmosphere seems breathable. Could risk going without a helmet if you wanted. Besides that, abundant signs of life and a fairly high gravity. As long as you're not planning on running any marathons, you should be fine down there.
What's Watchtower doing here? Have they found us already?
No, nothing like that. At least, I don't think so. This facility we're gonna break into, it's Watchtower. Those drones were likely left here to keep an eye on things. When we scanned the planet, we must have gotten their attention. Don't worry, we've not been made. Not yet.
Are we safe? Those drones didn't send out a signal, did they?
No. Drones are built for close quarters combat. You know, dogfights. They aren't capable of traveling or transmitting data beyond a solar system. Unless there are other Watchtower ships nearby, which I doubt. We're safe.
I'm trusting you. Land ship, fine facility. Got it.
Make sure you keep warm. Conditions down there don't seem overly hospitable. Okay, have a good landing.
Oh, it's this way. Yeah, I think I do need to downsize a little bit. Abandoned facility. Time to land. It is a very good thing I'm not afraid of spiders. This place would already be a nightmare. Spiders and flying jellyfish. Alright, let's get going.
If you need to harvest
Facility
any
you're looking
organic
for shouldn't be too
materials,
far
now
away.
would be the time.
Make your way there and I'll start prepping Skydrop.
Wherever I land somewhere, I always like to just scan and just see what's around me. Alright, let's get going. I always like scanning when I go somewhere. Just go ahead and scan it as I come across it.
Looks like you're there. Okay, here's what you need to do. In order for Skydrop to work, the ship deploying needs pinpoint coordinates and a drop request. So, take out that flare I gave you, punch in a request for a surface missile, then throw the flare near the exposed portion of the facility. That's right, we're blasting this sucker open. And I've only got one missile on board, so make sure you don't mess up.
Alright, strikes. Surface missile. Throw the flare. I should probably quick save before I do that. Looks like it's already equipped.
Okay, that's a good read. System's got a lock, missile loaded, Skydrop deploying. Ha! Nice work. Now we've got a way inside. Oh, shit.
Oh.
I mentioned we're breaking into an old Watchtower facility, right? But I didn't expect them to have mechs. Your weapons won't scratch it. And we just used our only Skydrop. Shit. Oh, I got an idea. Get some distance between you and that mech, now.
Come on, Andreja, let's go.
Imbalance registering. Cease resistance.
All right, remember, Watchtower is still looking to capture you. So find the control node, get back to Stardock, and my friends there will help you. And if we don't see each other again, best of luck. I got complete confidence in you. Hey, you want to see something cool? Fix your eyes on the mech. And say goodbye in 3, 2, 1. Touchdown.
Nice. Andreja probably doesn't agree. Yeah, she looks pissed. Sorry, hon. Yeah, I'm sorry, hon. But please don't. Please don't hurt me.
And just what is on your mind at this moment? It is always a pleasure.
Yeah, you're probably planning on, like, doing something to me in my sleep. I thought she only got mad when I thought about May. That was not a pleasant look on her face. The Skydrop was awesome, though. That was really cool. Again, I'm sorry, hon. The mech was pretty cool. If that was a colony war, then, like, holy shit. I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything. Might be something cool to pick up somewhere. Watchtower listening post. This place looks really cool. I think they have robot security looking around. Alright, Watchtower components. That'll be useful. I know the objective's over there. I'm just
Did you hear something?
looking around. I think this place is mostly pretty uniquely designed, I think. Mostly. They seem pretty stationary to me. Something over here. A lot of this other stuff I can get elsewhere. The computer components and machine parts, like all that stuff, like where it weighs you down really quick. So I'm probably not going to grab too much of that. I'm going to grab the Watchtower components and ammo. I'll grab that. I usually take a long time in places like this because I'll just kind of... Ooh, that was cool. I just kind of run around everywhere and just try to grab what I can, what I think is...
Advised that this is now a combat system failure.
Good one! Take what you must. Leave the rest for the scavengers. Hello, excellent to see you.
Where? You dick!
Repair all systems.
Okay, we're gonna stand over here.
Take credit for your thoughts, as they say.
Why are you not using that weapon I gave you?
If there's anything you need, I am happy to share.
You got it. Use it. There you go.
We will speak again soon, I hope.
Next time we speak, you better have that weapon I gave you. Oh, this is actually the way. I thought where I had to go was like in a corner. Shut down the security alarm. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. And you still think you're Mike Tyson. Maybe that's a bug in the vanilla game that's still not resolved yet. Although as mad as you looked outside a while ago, I firmly believe you could probably put your fist through anything right now. And I would rather not feel that fist. We experimented once and that was enough. Let's see. You don't need to watch me. Never mind, I guess I don't have much say in the matter. Incident report. What did you guys do here? Any weird stuff? Wait, it was... Oh, never mind. Override security. Yay! Watchtower's got a cool logo. I like that. Simpler times. I don't know if that was already in the game or if that might be new, like maybe a little Easter egg that they added. Yeah, if you see me like leave stuff out in my edits and I'm like somewhere and then it transitions and I'm like kind of far ahead, it's probably because I'm just like grabbing everything like a klepto, and you guys would probably get bored seeing me do that for a long time. Surprise! Oh. Oh, I feel dumb. Alright, let's open this door.
Shame we cannot just break it open.
Oh, trust me, I agree. I had to cut some of that out because I'm like horrible at those, so it took me a lot longer than I want to admit. Meh. I get nervous with these guys just looming around. I don't know, like, who's active and who's not, and if one of them might turn on while I'm doing something and they're just like, surprise finger. I'll take those Watchtower components. Oh.
Gonna take more than that.
I don't think that one was my fault, honey. You
Catastrophic damage.
You kind of jumped in front of me there. Love you. Is there still anything this way?
Are you prepared to die?
Alright, we got another lock. I admit I didn't want to open it. Those things always take me like forever.
You die today.
I'm not ashamed to admit that I suck at those. So was there... what was this way? Not really sure. Maybe it's one of those things where it just kind of takes you to the same place. I'm not sure.
No more signs of trouble.
I guess this was like their recreation area. Meatloaf.
I cannot wait to kill you.
God knows how long that's been sitting here. I still want to eat it. I love meatloaf. Yeah, I know the objective's there. I'm still just looking around, seeing if there's anything I can take.
Engaging a hostile target. Massive damage.
chunks. I love chunks. Ugh. Maybe that's the way to shorten the quest.
You cannot beat me.
Maybe like a short way and a long way. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, I totally missed that. Oh!
You can't beat me.
Oh, I have to flip that one specifically. Does this still have me override power grid?
I will have
It doesn't
your
say
head.
that that's required, so I'm just gonna leave it alone. If it's just a shortcut, then there's no point in shortening this. And we can just see what the mission is. So watch it like take me to a room like full of like vast riches or something. Yeah, I saw you moving.
Unable. Repair not possible.
Yeah, you take it. We'll pretend that first bit didn't happen.
I have system failure.
I love how they did the lights in here. That is really cool. This makes everything like more ominous. It kind of reminds me of how, like, in Halo Infinite, how the Banished structures looked. If you're, like, inside some of their buildings and in the ships, it reminds me of that, which is, I thought was pretty cool. I'll take that, chunks. Gummy bugs, I love gummies. I love how you can drink wine out of a juice box. Like, being in the future and having space travel and all that. Ooh, chunks. I can just see where that probably would actually be a thing. I don't think too many people would really care about things being fancy. Activate the power moderator. Alright, I don't know if there are any other turrets left, but I'm going to make them my friends. Maybe there's a certain order you have to do this. Okay, I see. There's a certain sequence you have to do this. Okay, let's see. Activated in the correct sequence. Each generator has an indicator light. When activated in that correct order, the lights will cycle to green. Initialize the system. Powered turbine insulators. Okay, so yeah, I got a bad memory with this stuff sometimes. I'm probably gonna have to. That's gonna be fun to remember. Initialize turbine air transformers. Like these things and how they look, how the levers look, and how the buttons look. It reminds me of that scene from the original Jurassic Park back in the day, when the girl had to, when she was trying to reboot the power in the park. Like it just reminds me so much of that. That's an awesome movie, by the way. I love that movie. Yay! The way that sounded and with as dark as it is in there, I kind of don't want to go in there. It seems like really scary. Yeah, this is one of those tricky jumps. Here we go. Worth it. I kind of feel like I could have just like crawled through all that. Yeah, this is ominous. Yeah. I wonder if OSHA's still around at this point in history. I feel like they would get written up for that. I'm just surveying the area. You're not gonna turn her on, are you? I might not be able to get past him. There are ways. I hope I'm not like missing a bunch of stuff by taking this way. I'm just looking to see if maybe I like missed anything. I wonder if I'm gonna have to. Hope I don't have to fight him. Ow. Surprised I didn't like break or sprain anything. Usually when I have a jump like that, they're like, you sprained your ankle. Okay, I think I have to go inside this thing.
Perhaps not the wisest decision.
Yeah, you're right. And there was that injury I was talking about. Do I have anything to heal myself? Yeah, I do. Much better. Hey, do I have to fight you? Oh yeah, that's right. That's why the turrets aren't shooting me. I updated all of them to be my friends. Oh, if I have to fight you, you are screwed. Yeah. These turrets here, they got my back. What you gonna do, huh? What you got? Bitch. Watchtower Corvette. Alright, let's go in. Oh. Yeah, so I saw it above my head. I'm just looking around, seeing if there's anything else in here I should grab first. Control node port. The thing is huge. It's a good thing I have deep pockets. Return to Stardock. I have a feeling, I can't see him from here, but I have a feeling I have a certain someone waiting for me out there right now.
Hey, you found it. All by yourself, too. Well done.
Okay, that is not who I was expecting to see. Oh, that wasn't a Skydrop. He kamikazed that thing. Oh, okay then. Torin, you're alive!
I am? Huh, you're right. How about that? Guess I do have some explaining to do. But not here. Not now. We'll be safer back at Stardock. We can talk more there. And also get started on your fleet.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Andresia's the one who's going to want to talk to you after that. You should have seen the look on her face. You're not going to be smiling in a little bit, buddy. Yeah, where were you? I could have used your help when Andrasia was, I don't want to talk about what she did when you weren't looking.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bail on you like that. But I'll make it up to you. I promise.
This fleet sync control node, this is what we came here for, right?
Yep. This particular make and model is exactly what we need. At least according to Gren. You've not met him yet, but once we're back at Stardock, I'll make the necessary introductions.
Yeah, I'm not ready to stay here anymore. I'm ready to head on out. This place is cool, but I think I got everything here, and I don't want to stay longer and wake up the giant monstrosity out there. Fair enough. Let's get going.
Sounds good to me. Now call me crazy, but I don't think my ship is going to be flying anytime soon. So I'm going to have to bum a ride. Don't worry though, I am a great co-pilot. I only ever crash ships when I mean to. Okay, let's head back to... Was that you or me?
It was Andrasia.
Connection error detected. Anomalies in Corvette control system. Containment protocols engaged. Area sealed.
Huh. Evidently, pulling that control node had one or two unforeseen consequences. Oh, no. No. We are not... This isn't... We cannot fight this thing. It's shields. There's no way we can get through those. The firepower needed to... Wait, I think I got a plan. Stay here and get behind some damn cover.
Yeah, I don't think Andrasia's gonna like that. See, she's already blocking you.
1 second. Just checking. That's missing some systems. But it does have a synapse disruptor. Perfect. One small snafu. Corvette doesn't have power, but it is umbilical to the facility's reactor. Here's the plan. We can draw power from the facility. You just need to flip some breaker switches. Should be 4 of them around the hangar bay. I'll regulate things from here. You flip those switches fast as you can.
Yay! The turrets didn't re-update, did they?
What are you doing? Are you even listening to me?
No! Shut up.
Good start.
I'm listening to you.
Flowing, but we'll still need more. Don't stop now.
Listening to you got Andrasia super pissed at me. Like, beyond pissed. Yeah. Okay, that's a door. Oh wow, there's a lot of stuff in here I didn't see before. Astra, I'll take that. I don't feel like unlocking expert level safes. I got money.
Nice, but the Corvette's still thirsty. Keep it up.
Yeah, I timed that one perfectly.
Catastrophic damage.
Almost there, but we're still short. One more. We're so close.
It's way up there.
No time for messing around. Come on, flip those switches.
Shut up!
You did it! Yes! Disruptor's got all the power it needs. All right, hold on. I'm taking
Oh, there he is. Oh!
Hey. Hey, you alright?
No, not alright. Yeah, pucking pucker.
Easy now. There's no need for such strong language. Let's keep things civil. Although, I suppose you've got a good reason to be upset. You got zapped by the disruptor. Of course that would happen. I should have thought of that. Sorry, that's my bad. But hey, the mech's out of commission. See? Nothing but fried circuits now. All thanks to you. You're not half bad at this whole thinking on your feet thing.
Yeah, what are all these flashes doing to my brain? This sounds the most like an insult.
I'm gonna pass on that one, but I'm sure whatever you said was very insightful. You're looking
No,
more
it was not.
upright than I'd expect. Guessing the disruptor didn't get a clean hit on you. Huh, that's lucky. Means you should be able to walk, and in a straight line even. More or less. Well, lockdown's over and we have the control node. We can finally leave this place. Come on, let's hightail it back to Stardock.
The stars have eyes. Yeah, I don't know if I like the sound of that. That sounds... Yeah, there's a movie back on Old Earth that I watched, and yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Is her brain getting fried as much as mine is? It is nice to be back outside. Alright, so it looks like I've completed the first actual mission of this storyline, and I've started the second. So this is where I'll leave you guys, and we'll continue on our journey later. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen so far in this creation and Watchtower. So far, I'm really enjoying it. It's really cool. It is really well done. The voice acting is top notch. Yeah, whoever the voice actor is, great job. The quest itself, so far, the mission is really good. Yeah, I'm really excited about building a fleet. I'm gonna have to work more on my other ships. I don't really have too much. I got the Frontier. I got a ship that comes from another creation. I've already did a video on it. The Crimson Fleet Habs by Eleonora. I've got the Kouko, so I've got that ship. I have a video for that too. So, alright. Yeah, we will continue our journey later. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you're enjoying this creation as much as I am so far. Remember, if you'd like to join the invasion, be sure to like and subscribe.